What's up, you lovely people? Frank Valkyria. Welcome to the channel for another video. Today the second, so let's dive straight into it because we have to talk about interesting stuff in the H realm, alright? So we are too deep not to talk about this. As you remember, a while ago we actually learned something very important about the nature of who was paying money, like this type of money, you see? Like this, but the American type of money, you know, to AH endeavors of being represented by lawyers. So, long story short, we've learned that was an insurance, and as you can see here, you remember the statement in the trial that Elaine told the jury, I don't remember exactly, to the judge, probably the jury, that Amber has been delayed in that goal in terms of probably giving charities money. Not true, because Mr. Depp filed a lawsuit against her, and consequently she had been forced to spend millions of dollars defending Mr. Depp's false accusations against her. You remember that? I do, Elaine Bredoft. And then you also learn, this is part of the document, in which, you know, it's described. I think this is part of the lawsuit of this travel insurance. In response to paragraph 18, Travelers admits that it has incurred in an excess of $5 million defending the insured in the underlying action. Expect as admitted, Travelers denies the allegation. So paragraph 18, whatever that paragraph was saying, now I don't remember. It's interesting here, I'm watching on Laura, the real Laura page here, about Elaine Bredoft has hired a new lawyer, Mr. Richard Simpsons of Valley Rain LLP. So this is interesting because probably has to do with the lawsuit of the insurance. Rick has a national trial court and appellate practice with an emphasis on professional liability and insurance coverage, bad faith litigations. He also provides legal ethics advice to law firms, represent lawyers in disciplinary proceedings, serves as an expert witness in lawyers' professional liability matters, and is currently the chair of the American Bar Association Standing Committee on Lawyers' Professions Liability. He has also represented individuals, including White House officials and a U.S. Senator, in connection with criminal congressional investigation, and as an active pro bono practice. So this is interesting because it doesn't look like it's by chance. Obtained summary judgment in the trial court and a decision by the Maryland Court of Special Appeal affirming the judgment, holding that a former client suing his attorney for malpractice must prove that the attorneys proximately caused the alleged loss within the trial, even if the attorney engaged in so-called bright line malpractice or allegedly guaranteed recovery of some certain standards, argument in the Court of Special Appeals. So you read this, and the first thing that comes to mind is Elaine is not getting paid, and also you know, there is still the travel insurance year update that Laura is giving us. Travelers versus New York Marine and New York Marines versus Amber Heard. These are all, if I remember correctly, those are separate lawsuits, but still lawsuit involving those two travel insurance, and also because they pay the AH. One of them probably still does, the other one pulled out. So Travelers filed a motion to consolidate both claims. Amber H was served, and as a new lawyer, all lawyer witnesses unhappy with subpoenas, sorry, I don't know how to pronounce always that, and the position, Elaine lawyered up. And that's the lawyer we have seen right there. So it's interesting to see if this is going to go like, I don't know if there's going to be any juice spilled publicly, you know what I mean? Like, probably this is not going to be televised, but at least would be interesting to learn of a time frame here. So I'm wondering if Elaine, she's protecting herself, or if she's lawyering up to still be the, you know, the lawyer of AH against this other travel insurance, or if she's lawyering up against AH. So seems the latter to me. And oh boy, is it getting messy out there, right? It's getting very messy out there. Like Platoon, Johnny Depp won. Sorry, that's just the hashtag. Platoon says here, can't wait for attorney Elaine Bredoft to explain why she lied in a court of law in front of the jury for her client AH and travelers. At Travelers Insurance is in hot water, going above and beyond for AH would defame their ex-husband Johnny Depp with actual malice. So this is the part that we already read. Let me see if it continues here. The jury's factual findings established that Heard's liability is caused by the willful act of Heard's New York Marine and General Insurance Co. suit said. So, of course, the insurance were not supposed to cover her expenses, at least to my understanding, once basically it's proven that what she did was done with malice, right? So that's probably why now they're going after her. I don't know enough on this yet, but those are all steps that seem to lead in one direction, which is more messiness, more lawsuits, and definitely AH, this is not the end of the line for her in terms of lawsuits. So these insurance companies probably trial, I don't know when it's going to take place. Those are the only updates we have so far, but they're very interesting nonetheless. I also remember seeing an article, another paper somewhere, where I think one of the insurance was claiming that they were a little bit like invalidated in trying to participate in the trial, and that AH would not cooperate with them. Instead chose a different counsel, not the one provided by wanting to be provided by the insurance company, one of the two, if I remember correctly. You can call me out on that if I'm wrong. I'm just recalling from what I remember. So let's see if we're gonna get another fight here. It would be very interesting to see, like, Elaine, which was the lawyer of AH, basically suing AH for whatever, or the other way around, AH suing Elaine because she lost, and now she's taking on her lawyer, you know. So that would be quite interesting. Yep, you remember this guy. So guys, let me know your thoughts on this. I hope we get a little bit more news to come. Yes, I read that. I just read that about that umbrella guy, which Taylor Lorenz supposedly is sending him another email, still trying to lead him on to sort of, kind of, basically, she's trying to let that umbrella guy basically self-incriminate himself, which is, seriously? So yeah, I mean, obviously she's gonna write something of a hit piece again against that umbrella guy Matthews, and this is just what those people do. You know, they still have like the support of a big journal, and they're trying to vindicate themselves because, of course, like that umbrella guy is saying here, he embarrassed her because he called her out in the past for claiming that she reached out actually to him for an article that was supposed to come out when in fact wasn't true. And now she's doing exactly that, just to sort of pretend that she's doing it the right way, but still being a little bit like snouty and yeah, leading him on basically in the wrong way, wanting him to self-incriminate. So we will see where this leads. Guys, let me know your thoughts on this Elaine lawyering up. She's lawyering up against AH. Wow, that would be very interesting to follow. And if you already know something about the timeline, let me know, because this stuff, it's difficult to come by. Thank you so much for the real Laura B for putting those updates out there for us as well, so that we can share. Always spread love, guys. Please subscribe en masse. I'll talk to you later. Ciao.